Hello guys, welcome to the English Easier with Eric. In this video, you will listen to some daily English conversations in different situations and places. Definitely, you will learn useful vocabulary, phrases, and improve your English speaking and listening skills. Let's take a look.
Arrival.
Finally, we've arrived. I can't wait to explore this new city.
I know, right? It's always exciting to step foot in a new place. Let's make our way to the immigration area to get our passports stamped.
Sounds good. I hope the lines aren't too long.
Hopefully not. Oh, and don't forget to fill out the arrival card they gave us on the plane. We'll need that for immigration.
Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. Here it is, all filled out.
Great job. Now, let's head to the baggage claim area to collect our luggage. I hope it arrives quickly.
Me too. I can't wait to freshen up and start exploring.
Once we have our bags, we'll need to pass through customs. Just follow the green, nothing to declare, lane unless we have something to declare.
Understood. I didn't buy anything extravagant, so I think we're good.
Perfect. Let's keep an eye out for our suitcases on the conveyor belt.
There they are. Our bags are coming. Let's grab them and head to the exit.
All right, let's go. Welcome to AB City. Get ready for an amazing adventure.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
So, we've discussed the project for a while now. What are your thoughts on the next steps?
I think the ball is in your court. You've got a solid plan in place, and it's time to take the lead on the execution.
I appreciate your input, but I also value your expertise in this area. I believe we can make the best progress if we both take some ownership. What do you think you can handle?
Well, I can certainly handle the research and data collection part. I'll get started on that right away.
Great. I'll focus on creating the initial framework and outline for our proposal. We can reconvene in a few days to discuss our progress and align our efforts.
Sounds like a plan. I'm glad we're both committed to making this project a success.
Absolutely. It's crucial that we work together effectively, especially when the ball is in our court. Our collaboration will lead us to the finish line.
Could you give me a lift?
Hey, how's it going? Could you give me a lift?
Hey, sure, no problem. Where do you need to go?
I just need to get to the grocery store down the road. It's a bit far to walk, and I don't have my car today.
Not a problem at all. I was actually heading out in that direction anyway. Hop in.
Thanks a lot for this. It's a big help.
Don't mention it. Happy to assist. Do you need to pick up a lot of stuff?
Just a few essentials, nothing too heavy. I appreciate the ride. It saves me a lot of time.
No problem at all. I'm glad I could help out. Anything else you need to do after the store?
Not really, just heading back home after this. How about you?
I'll probably run a couple more errands and then head home as well. Thanks for the company. Errands are less boring with good conversation.
Agreed. Thanks again for the lift. You're a lifesaver.
Anytime. We're here, go ahead and grab what you need.
Hopes and desires.
Have you ever thought about what you'd do if you could travel anywhere in the world?
Oh, all the time. I've got this dream of backpacking through Europe and exploring all those historic cities and beautiful landscapes.
That sounds incredible. Do you have a specific route in mind?
I've always wanted to start in Paris, then make my way through Italy, and eventually end up in Greece. The idea of experiencing different cultures and trying new foods is so exciting to me.
It really does sound like an amazing adventure. I've always had this dream of living in a cabin in the mountains for a while, away from the hustle and bustle.
That sounds so serene. Just you and nature, right?
Exactly. Waking up to fresh mountain air, hiking, and spending evenings by a cozy fireplace. It's a simple life that's always appealed to me.
I can totally see the appeal. And what about your career aspirations? Do you have any dreams you're working towards?
I've always wanted to write a novel. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to see my stories in bookstores and have people enjoy them.
That's amazing. You're such a talented writer. I have no doubt you'll achieve that dream.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What about you? Any big career goals?
Well, I've always been fascinated by marine life. My dream job would be to work as a marine biologist, studying and conserving underwater ecosystems.
That's not just a job, it's a noble mission. I'm sure you'd make a huge impact.
I hope so. It's always been a passion of mine, and I'm determined to make it a reality.
Here's to us chasing our dreams and making them come true, no matter where they take us.
Cheers to that. It's what makes life exciting and meaningful.
Jealousy.
You never listen to me, Sarah. I can't believe we're having this same argument again.
What are you talking about? I listen to you all the time.
No, you don't. Every time I try to talk to you about something important, you're always on your phone or distracted with something else.
I'm sorry, okay. It's just that I have so much going on with work and the kids. I didn't realize it bothered you that much.
Husband, it's not just about being bothered. It feels like you don't value what I have to say. I want to feel heard and understood in this relationship.
I understand now, and I'll try to be more present. But please understand that it's not intentional. Let's find a way to communicate better, maybe set aside specific times to talk, without any distractions.
That sounds like a good start. I just want us to reconnect and feel like we're really listening to each other. Can we work on that together?
Yes, we can. I love you, and I want us to have a better understanding. Let's make a conscious effort to improve our listening skills and strengthen our communication.
Count on, rely on someone or something.
Hey, I heard you're moving this weekend. Need any help?
Yeah, it's going to be a hectic day. Can I count on you to lend a hand?
Absolutely. You can count on me. What time should I be there?
Thanks a lot. I'm thinking around 9 in the morning. I have a lot of boxes to pack.
No problem. You can count on me to be there right on time. Just let me know if there's anything specific you need help with.
Great. I really appreciate it. I know I can count on you to make this move a bit smoother.
Of course, anytime. You can always count on me for help, especially when it comes to friends.
Thanks again. I'm so glad I can count on you. Moving can be such a hassle.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it done together. Just count on me to be there when you need assistance.
Anxiety.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit off today.
I'm just feeling really anxious lately. There's so much going on, and I can't shake this feeling of unease.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specific that's triggering your anxiety?
It's a combination of work stress, personal worries, and just the constant pressure to keep up with everything. It's overwhelming.
I can understand how that can pile up. Have you tried any techniques to manage your anxiety?
I've been doing some deep breathing exercises, but they only help temporarily. It's like my mind keeps racing.
Maybe you should consider talking to a professional about it. A therapist or counselor could provide you with tools to manage your anxiety more effectively.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure. What if they don't understand or think I'm just overreacting?
It's a common concern, but remember, mental health professionals are trained to help people with various levels of anxiety. They won't judge you and can provide valuable insights.
You're right. I guess I should give it a try. It's just hard to admit that I need help.
It takes courage to seek help, and it's a positive step towards taking care of yourself. And you're not alone. Many people go through this and come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you for understanding and offering support. It means a lot.
Of course, I'm here for you. And remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again for being there for me.
Go out, leave your home or stop burning, for a fire or light.
It's getting late. Are you ready to go out to the restaurant for dinner?
Not yet. I just need to go out and check the mailbox. I'll be ready in a minute.
No problem. I'll wait for you. Meanwhile, I'll go out and warm up the car. The car's ready. Let's go out to the restaurant.
Sounds good. I've got the mail, so I can go out and join you in the car.
Do you think we should go out for a walk after dinner? The weather is nice tonight.
That's a great idea. After dinner, we can go out for a leisurely stroll in the park.
It's settled then. After we finish eating, we'll go out for a nice walk and enjoy the evening.
I'm looking forward to it. Going out for a walk is a perfect way to end the day.
Should we grab a bite to eat?
Hey, it's been a long day. Should we grab a bite to eat?
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. Any cuisine in mind?
How about Italian? I heard there's a new place that opened downtown.
Italian sounds fantastic. I've been craving some good pasta. What's the name of the place?
It's called Bella Cucina. I've heard great reviews about their homemade pasta dishes.
Perfect. I'm in the mood for some comfort food. What time should we head over?
Well, I need to finish up a few things at the office. How about we meet there at 7:30?
Sounds good. Gives me some time to unwind at home.
Great. I'll make a reservation for 2.
Awesome, thanks. Oh, and don't forget to check if they have any gluten-free options, just in case.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Me too. It's been a while since we had a nice dinner out.
See you at 7:30 then.
See you there.
Hold on to something or someone tightly.
Did you find your phone? I remember you were looking for it earlier.
Yeah, I finally located it. It was in my bag all along. I need to remember to hang on to it more carefully.
It happens to the best of us. I always double-check my pockets now after that one time I lost my keys.
Good advice. I should do the same. By the way, have you decided whether to sell your old car or hang on to it?
I'm still debating. It's got sentimental value, but I don't really use it much. Thinking of selling, but part of me wants to hang on to it.
Sentimental value can be powerful. It's tough letting go of things with memories attached.
Exactly. I have a lot of memories in that car, but practicality says it might be time to move on.
It's a dilemma, for sure. Sometimes it's hard to decide whether to let go or hang on to things, especially when there's an emotional connection.
I'll weigh the options and decide soon. It's always a balance between practicality and sentiment.
Carry on, continue doing something.
I've been working on this report all morning. Do you mind if I carry on for a while longer? I'm almost done.
Of course, go ahead. I'll be in a meeting for the next hour, so feel free to carry on with your work.
Thanks, I'll make sure to finish it up and email it to you once I'm done.
That sounds good. After the meeting, I'll carry on with reviewing the report and make any necessary edits.
Great, I'll keep an eye on my email, and if I have any questions, I'll reach out to you.
Sounds like a plan. Don't hesitate to carry on with any feedback or revisions. We want to get this report just right.
Will do. I appreciate your help, and I'll carry on until it's completed.
Your dedication is much appreciated. Let's carry on and make sure this report is top-notch.
Absolutely. I'll carry on with my work, and you carry on with your meeting. We'll catch up later.
Agreed. Let's carry on, and we'll touch base when we're both finished with our tasks.
Come forward, offer information or help voluntarily.
The project deadline is approaching, and we're falling behind. We need someone to come forward with a plan to speed things up.
I've been working on a strategy that might help. I'll come forward with the details during the team meeting tomorrow.
That's great. We really need everyone to come forward with their ideas to get back on track.
I agree. It's crucial that team members feel comfortable coming forward with their suggestions. It fosters a collaborative environment.
Absolutely. We need to encourage everyone to come forward with any concerns or solutions they might have.
On a different note, I heard there's an opportunity for a leadership role in another department. I'm thinking about coming forward to express my interest.
That's a big step, but if you believe you're ready for it, you should definitely come forward and discuss it with HR or the relevant department.
I appreciate your support. I'll come forward and start the conversation. It's time for a new challenge.
Best of luck. I'm sure your skills and dedication will make you an excellent candidate. Come forward with confidence.
It's not what it seems.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day.
I heard you finally got that dream job. Congrats!
Thanks, but honestly, it's not what it seems.
What do you mean? I thought you were really excited about it.
Well, I was. But I've come to realize that the work environment here is quite different from what they portrayed in the interviews.
Oh, that's disappointing. Can you elaborate on what's not as expected?
The job description was all about creativity and innovation. But in reality, there's a lot of bureaucracy and limitations on what we can actually do.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to your supervisor or HR about it?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. I don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly, but it's clear things aren't what they seemed.
I hope it gets better for you. Sometimes, it takes a little time to adjust, and maybe they're open to feedback.
I appreciate your support. I'll give it some time and see how things develop. But yeah, it's not the dream job I imagined.
I'm here for you, whatever you decide to do. Just remember to keep your options open and prioritize your happiness.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient.
I can't believe the boss gave us another project on top of everything we're already working on.
Yeah, it's like the last straw, isn't it? I thought we were already stretched thin.
I've had enough of this. It's getting unbearable. I can't keep up with the workload.
I feel exactly the same way. It's time to address this issue with management. This is just too much.
Agreed. We need to set some boundaries and make them understand our limits.
Maybe we can request a meeting with our manager to discuss workload distribution and find a more sustainable way to handle tasks.
That sounds like a good plan. It's not just about our productivity, it's about our well-being too.
The last thing we want is to burn out. We deserve a healthier work environment.
You're right. Let's not let this be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. We have a voice, and it's time to use it.
Absolutely. We need to advocate for ourselves and our colleagues.
Shit worsens, why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different...
Carry on about, continue talking excessively or complaining about something.
Have you talked to Mark lately? Every time I see him, he carries on about his job non-stop.
Yeah, he tends to carry on about work a lot. I guess it's his way of coping with stress.
I get it, but it's hard to have a conversation when he just carries on about his projects and deadlines without asking about anything else.
True. Maybe next time, gently guide the conversation toward different topics. He might not even realize he's carrying on about work.
Good point. I don't want to sound dismissive, but it would be nice if he could carry on about more varied topics.
You could also share some of your interests and activities to encourage a more balanced conversation. That way, it's not just him carrying on about work all the time.
That's a good idea. I'll try that next time. It's just challenging when someone carries on about one thing without considering the other person's perspective.
Definitely. Let me know how it goes. And if needed, I can talk to him too about diversifying the topics he carries on about.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
I can't believe what happened at the meeting today. It was just the last straw for me.
Oh no, what went wrong?
Well, You know that ongoing project we've been working on? They changed the entire direction without any notice, and I've had enough of it.
That does sound frustrating, but is it really the last straw?
It's not just that. It's been piling up for months. First, the unrealistic deadlines, then the constant micromanagement, and now this abrupt change. I can't take it anymore.
I get it. It's tough when you feel like your concerns aren't being heard.
Exactly. I've been patient, but today's meeting was the final straw. I need to talk to the higher UPS about this.
Sometimes, that's what it takes to bring about change. I support your decision.
Thanks. I've reached my limit, and I can't just sit back anymore. It's time to address these issues head on.
I'm here for you, and I hope this will lead to a positive resolution. Sometimes, the last straw is the one that breaks the camel's back and sparks change for the better.
Demanding explanations.
Hey, I saw your post on social media last night. What's the deal with that?
Oh, you mean the one with my new pet lizard?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you were into reptiles. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, it was a bit of a spontaneous decision. I've been researching about them for a while, and I finally decided to get one.
That's all well and good, but why didn't you mention it to me, your best friend? I would have expected you to share something like this.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. It all happened so fast, and I guess I got caught up in the excitement.
All right, fair enough. But I also noticed you got a new job, and you didn't tell me about that either. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I wanted to have a proper conversation about both the lizard and the job change.
It just seems strange that you're keeping such big things from me. We've always been open about everything.
I understand, and I promise I'll be more communicative in the future. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and make poor choices in sharing news.
I appreciate that you're owning up to it. Just remember, we're here to support each other through all these changes.
You're absolutely right. I value our friendship and should have been more considerate. Thanks for calling me out on this.
No problem. Just keep me in the loop next time, okay?
Definitely. And let's catch up properly soon. I've got a lot to share.
Fill out, complete a form or document.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great.
Hey, have you had a chance to fill out that job application yet?
Yeah, I filled it out yesterday. It took longer than I expected. They had so many questions.
I know what you mean. I had to fill out an application for a scholarship last week, and it felt like a never-ending form.
Exactly. Plus, I had to fill out my work history and references, and that always takes a while.
Did you fill out the section about your skills and qualifications too?
Yes, I made sure to fill out all the sections completely. I want to give them a comprehensive picture of my qualifications.
Good thinking. Filling out all those details can make a difference in the selection process.
I agree. It's important to be thorough when you fill out these applications to increase your chances of getting the job or opportunity you want.
Thanks for the reminder. I have another application to fill out today, so I'll make sure to be just as thorough as you are.
Unexpected expenses.
Sarah, we need to talk about our finances. I just found out about some unexpected expenses, and it's putting a lot of strain on our budget.
What do you mean unexpected expenses? We already had a tight budget, and I thought we were managing well.
I know, but the car needed some urgent repairs, and our medical bills piled up unexpectedly. I didn't anticipate this additional burden.
This is so frustrating. We've been working so hard to stick to our budget, and now it feels like everything is falling apart.
I understand your frustration, Sarah. We need to figure out how to handle these unexpected expenses without compromising our financial stability.
Can we review our budget and see where we can make some adjustments? Maybe we can cut back on non-essential expenses for a while until we recover from this setback.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. We should also consider building an emergency fund so that we're better prepared for unexpected expenses in the future.
Agreed. Let's work together to find a solution. We've overcome challenges before, and we can do it again. Our communication and teamwork will help us navigate this difficult time and emerge stronger.
Catch on, understand, or become popular.
Have you tried using the new software? It streamlines the entire process.
Not yet. Is it easy to use? I'm not sure I'll catch on quickly.
It's pretty intuitive. I think you'll catch on after a quick tutorial. Plus, it's becoming popular among other teams.
That's good to know. I'll give it a shot and see if I can catch on. Anything else I should be aware of?
Just make sure to catch on to the new updates. They enhance functionality. Also, the team has been catching on to the idea of remote collaboration tools.
Remote collaboration is definitely catching on in many industries. I need to catch on to the latest trends to stay updated.
Exactly. It's crucial to catch on to industry changes to remain competitive. Speaking of trends, have you caught on to the recent market developments?
Not yet. I'll catch on by reading up on industry news. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Keeping up with industry news will help you catch on to emerging opportunities. Good luck.
Go off on, become angry, or start criticizing someone.
I heard you had a disagreement with Jake during the meeting. What happened?
Yeah, it was frustrating. He kept interrupting me every time I tried to make a point. I finally had to go off on him to get my message across.
Going off on him might not be the best approach. It could create tension in the team. Did you try talking to him privately afterward?
I get it, but I was just so fed up with his constant interruptions. I had to let him know it was unacceptable.
I understand it's frustrating, but going off on a colleague in a meeting can affect the team dynamics. Maybe next time, find a way to address it without escalating the situation.
You're right. I should have handled it differently. I'll talk to Jake privately and try to resolve the issue without getting angry.
That sounds like a more constructive approach. It's important to maintain a positive working environment. Going off on someone can have long-term consequences.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
It's a drop in the bucket.
I can't believe we're still working on this project. It feels like we've been at it forever.
I know what you mean. It's been a long journey, but remember, it's just a drop in the bucket.
A drop in the bucket. How can you say that? It's been so much effort and time.
Well, think about it this way. In the grand scheme of things, this project is just a small part of our career. It's a learning experience, and it's building our skills for bigger things.
I guess you're right. It's just frustrating sometimes, and I want to see the results.
I totally get that. But you've got to remember that each small project, no matter how frustrating, contributes to the bigger picture. It's all about the journey.
You're right. Thanks for the perspective. I needed that.
Of course, anytime. Let's keep pushing through. One step at a time, and eventually, we'll see the big impact.
True, it's a drop in the bucket for now, but it'll add up.
Asking for information.
Hey, I heard you recently went on a trip to Japan. How was it?
Oh, it was incredible. Japan has such a rich culture and stunning landscapes.
That sounds amazing. I'm actually thinking of planning a trip there next year. Any recommendations on places to visit?
Absolutely. You have to visit Kyoto for its beautiful temples and traditional atmosphere. Tokyo is a must-see for its modern vibe and bustling city life. And if you're into nature, don't miss out on Hiroshima's Miyajima Island.
Those sound fantastic. Did you have any language barrier issues?
Not really. Many people in urban areas speak at least basic English, and there are signs in English too. But learning a few Japanese phrases can go a long way and show your respect for their culture.
Good point. How about the food? I've heard Japanese cuisine is amazing.
Absolutely. Sushi and ramen are staples, but you should also try okonomiyaki and tempura. Don't forget to explore local street markets for a variety of snacks and treats.
I'm definitely looking forward to the food. Any tips on transportation?
Japan's train system is incredibly efficient. Get a Japan Rail Pass for unlimited travel on JR trains. The subway systems in cities are great too. Just be mindful of rush hours.
Thanks so much for all this information. Your trip sounds incredible, and I'm even more excited about planning mine now.
You're welcome. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask anytime.
I appreciate that. Thanks again for sharing your experiences and insights.
It's a mixed bag.
How was your day at the conference?
It's been a mixed bag, to be honest.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the morning sessions were incredibly informative. I learned a lot and connected with some interesting people.
That sounds great. What about the afternoon?
The afternoon, not so much. There was a technical glitch during the keynote, and my presentation got rescheduled.
That's frustrating. But at least you had a good start to the day.
Yeah, and the networking event in the evening was a hit. I made some valuable contacts, which I'm excited about.
So, it really was a mixed bag, with ups and downs.
Exactly. Life's like that sometimes, isn't it?
It sure is. The important thing is that you made the most of it, and found some silver linings.
You're right. I'll focus on the positives, and learn from the hiccups.
That's the spirit. It's a mixed bag, but you're handling it like a pro.
Under the weather, feeling unwell.
Hey, you don't look your usual self today. Are you okay?
I've been feeling under the weather for the past few days. Just a nasty cold, I think.
Oh no, that's not good. Have you seen a doctor or taken any medicine?
I haven't seen a doctor yet, but I'm taking some over-the-counter cold medicine. It helps a bit.
You should definitely see a doctor if it persists. It's better to be safe.
Yeah, you're right. If it doesn't improve soon, I'll make an appointment.
Is there anything I can do to help? Need some soup or groceries?
Thanks, that's really kind of you, but I've got some supplies. I'm just trying to rest and recover.
Well, if you change your mind, don't hesitate to let me know. And remember, plenty of fluids and rest can do wonders when you're under the weather.
Thanks, I appreciate your concern. I'll take it easy and hope to bounce back soon.
Take care of yourself, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
Back up, move in reverse or support someone or something.
Hey, I heard you're planning to launch your own business. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's been a dream of mine for a while. But I'm a bit nervous about the financial side of things.
Don't worry. You've got a solid business plan, right?
I do, but I could use some advice. Would you mind backing me up with some financial guidance?
Absolutely. I've been through this before, and I'm happy to back you up. First, make sure you back up your projections with realistic numbers. Investors appreciate transparency.
Good point. I'll revise that. And what about marketing?
Back up your marketing strategy with a strong online presence. Social media can be a powerful tool.
Got it. Thanks for backing me up on this. It means a lot.
No problem. We all need someone to back us up when taking on new challenges. Just back up your passion with hard work, and you'll do great.
I have to take a leap of faith.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop.
I've been offered a job opportunity in a different city, and I'm not sure if I should take it.
That's a big decision. What's holding you back?
Well, it means leaving behind everything I know here. My friends, my comfort zone. It's a leap of faith I'm not sure I'm ready for.
It's normal to have doubts when faced with such a big change. But sometimes, taking a leap of faith can lead to incredible growth and new experiences.
I know, but the fear of the unknown is daunting.
Think about what you want to achieve and what this opportunity could mean for your future. Sometimes, taking that leap is the only way to get to where you want to be.
I'm torn. I see the potential, but it's a huge step into uncertainty.
Maybe you can make a list of pros and cons to help you make a more informed decision. And don't forget, even if it doesn't work out as expected, you can always find your way back.
You're right. I think I needed to hear that. It's time to take that leap of faith and embrace the unknown.
I'm here to support you no matter what you decide. Sometimes, the biggest risks lead to the greatest rewards.
Be right back.
Hey, do you mind watching my stuff for a sec? Be right back.
Of course, go ahead. Take your time.
Thanks, I won't be long.
Welcome back. Everything okay?
Yeah, just had to grab my jacket. Thanks for keeping an eye on my things.
No problem at all. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
I was thinking we could grab some coffee and chat for a bit.
Sounds good to me. Any particular place you had in mind?
There's a cute cafe just around the corner. Great coffee and a cozy atmosphere.
Perfect. The first up for that. Lead the way.
Where did you go in Europe?
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah.
Hi, I couldn't help but notice your luggage tag. It says you just returned from Europe. Where did you go?
Oh, yes. I had an incredible trip to Europe. I visited several countries. It was an adventure.
That sounds amazing. Which countries did you explore?
Well, I started in Spain and visited Barcelona and Madrid. Then I made my way to Italy, exploring Rome, Florence, and Venice. After that, I traveled to France and spent some time in Paris. Lastly, I visited the Netherlands and spent a few days in Amsterdam.
Wow, that's quite the European journey. How was your experience in each country?
Each country had its unique charm. In Spain, I fell in love with the vibrant culture and stunning architecture. Italy was a dream come true, with its rich history and delicious food. Paris was simply magical, and Amsterdam had a relaxed and laid-back atmosphere.
It sounds like you had a well-rounded experience. Did you have any favorite highlights or memorable moments?
Oh, there were so many. Climbing to the top of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, standing in awe of the Colosseum in Rome, enjoying a romantic gondola ride in Venice, and biking along the canals in Amsterdam were definitely some of the highlights.
I'm glad you had such an incredible trip. Your stories have me itching to plan my own European adventure someday.
I highly recommend it. Europe has so much to offer, and each country has its own unique charm. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time whenever you decide to go.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. It was great talking to you.
You're welcome. It was lovely chatting with you too. Have a fantastic day.
Carry forward, transfer something to a later time or place.
We couldn't cover all the agenda items in the last meeting. What should we do about the pending matters?
Let's carry forward the unresolved topics to the next meeting. We can address them first thing.
Sounds good. I'll make a note to carry forward those items on the agenda. Also, the budget discussion needs more time.
Agreed. We can carry forward the budget discussion to a special session next week. That way, we can give it the attention it deserves.
Perfect. I'll inform the team that we're carrying forward the budget discussion. On another note, the deadline for the project is approaching, but we're behind schedule.
We might need to carry forward some tasks to the next phase. Let's reevaluate the timeline and see which tasks we can realistically carry forward without affecting the overall project.
That makes sense. I'll work on a revised timeline and identify which tasks we can carry forward without compromising quality. Thanks for your input.
No problem. It's essential to manage the workload effectively and, if needed, carry forward tasks strategically to ensure successful project completion.
When pigs fly, something that is highly unlikely to happen.
You know, I heard they might cancel the meeting tomorrow and give us all a day off.
Seriously, do you believe that? I'll believe it when pigs fly.
I know it sounds too good to be true, but our boss did hint at it. Maybe they're just trying to boost morale.
Well, I won't hold my breath. It's just hard to believe they cancel the meeting on such short notice.
True, but it's been a hectic month. Maybe they realized we all could use a break.
I'd be thrilled if it happens, but I'm not getting my hopes up. When pigs fly, right?
Haha, exactly. It's just one of those things we'll have to wait and see.
And if it does happen, I'll be pleasantly surprised. Until then, I'll prepare for the meeting as usual.
That's the spirit. Regardless of whether pigs fly or not, we'll stay professional and ready for anything.
Agreed. And who knows, maybe one day we'll witness a pig in the sky.
I'll be back in an hour.
I'll be back in an hour.
Sure thing. Where are you headed?
I have a dentist appointment. Just a routine checkup.
Ah, got it. Don't forget to floss.
I won't. Do you need anything while I'm out?
Nah, I'm good for now. I'll probably just catch up on some reading.
Alright, if you change your mind, just shoot me a text.
Will do. Do you want me to keep an eye on anything in the meantime?
Yes, please water the plants if you can. They're on the kitchen windowsill.
No problem. I'll take care of them. You know, they're my favorite part of the decor.
Thanks, they appreciate your attention. I'll be back before you know it.
Take your time, and good luck at the dentist.
Thanks. See you soon.
Your guess is as good as mine. Neither person has more information or knowledge than the other.
Do you have any idea when the construction on our street will be finished?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. It's been going on forever.
It's so frustrating. They never seem to give us a clear timeline.
Yeah, I hear you. I've asked the workers, but they're not sure either.
I hope it's soon. The noise and traffic are unbearable.
Tell me about it. I wish I could give you a definite answer, but I'm just as clueless.
Well, I guess we'll have to be patient and wait for them to wrap it up.
That's all we can do. Maybe one day, we'll wake up, and it'll be magically finished.
Haha, that would be nice. But for now, your guess is as good as mine when it comes to when this construction will end.
Agreed. Let's hope it's sooner rather than later.
Buying plane ticket.
Hi, I'm looking to purchase a plane ticket to New York City. Can you help me with that?
Absolutely. I can assist you with booking a ticket to New York City. When do you plan on traveling?
I'm planning to fly out next month around the 15th.
Great. And will this be a one-way ticket or a round trip?
I need a round-trip ticket, please.
Okay. Let me check the available options for you. Are you flexible with the dates? Or do you have specific return dates in mind?
I have some flexibility, but ideally, I'd like to return around the 22nd or 23rd.
Noted. I'm checking the flights for you. Would you prefer a morning, afternoon, or evening departure?
I would prefer a morning departure if possible.
I have found a few options that match your preferences. The prices range from $400 to $600 depending on the airline and specific flights. Are you interested in any particular airline?
I don't have a preference for the airline. I'm more focused on the timing and price.
Understood. Based on your preferences, I recommend Flight XYZ departing on the 15th at 9 o'clock a.m. and returning on the 23rd at 11 o'clock a.m. The total cost would be $520. Would you like to proceed with this booking?
That sounds perfect. Yes, please go ahead and book it for me.
All right, I'll need your personal information and payment details. Let's get started with the booking process.
Use your head, think and make smart decisions.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch.
I can't decide whether I should invest in that new startup or not. The risks are high.
Well, it's a tough call, but sometimes you have to use your head and assess the potential gains and losses.
I know, but there's so much uncertainty in the market right now. It's making me hesitant.
Understandable, but remember, calculated risks can lead to great rewards. Think about the research you've done and the expert opinions you've gathered.
You're right. I've done my homework. I guess I'm just nervous about taking that leap.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you believe in the idea and see a promising future, maybe it's time to use your head and trust your instincts.
I'll give it some more thought. Maybe it's time to be bold and make a well-informed decision.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, you need to step out of your comfort zone to achieve something significant. Don't overthink it, but to use your head wisely.
Thanks for the advice. I'll weigh the pros and cons and make a choice with a clear head.
I'm building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society. So
I have to turn over a new leaf.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about my lifestyle, and I've decided I have to turn over a new leaf.
That's a big decision. What's brought this on?
I've been feeling stuck and unsatisfied with the way I've been living. It's time for a change.
It takes courage to admit that and make a commitment to change. What are your plans?
I want to start by prioritizing my health, exercise more, eat better, and get enough rest.
That's a good start. Self-care is important. What else?
I also want to be more responsible with my finances and work on my relationships. I've been neglecting those aspects of my life.
It sounds like you've done some soul searching. I admire your determination.
Thanks. It won't be easy, but I'm committed to turning over a new leaf and being a better version of myself.
I'm here to support you every step of the way. Change can be challenging, but it's often for the best.
I appreciate that. It's time for a fresh start, and I'm ready for it.
The apple of my eye, someone cherished and loved.
I just wanted to tell you, you're the apple of my eye.
Really? That's so sweet of you to say.
I mean it. You bring so much joy and positivity into my life. You're special to me.
That's such a lovely thing to hear. You mean a lot to me too.
Every time I see you smile, it brightens my day. Your presence is like a ray of sunshine.
You have no idea how much your words mean to me. You're the apple of my eye too.
I'm glad to hear that. I cherish the moments we spend together.
Likewise. It's wonderful to have someone like you in my life.
Whether it's a simple chat or an adventure, being with you is always a special experience.
You have a way of making the ordinary extraordinary. I'm truly grateful for our friendship.
That's the thing about the apple of my eye. Everything becomes more meaningful with you around.
I feel the same way. Here's to many more moments together.
Can I help you with anything?
Hey, how's it going? Can I help you with anything?
Oh, hey. Thanks for asking. I'm actually looking for a book I heard about, but I'm not sure where to find it in this bookstore.
No problem at all. What's the title or author's name? I might be able to point you in the right direction.
It's called The Silent Observer by Sarah Collins.
I think I know where that is. Follow me. It should be in the fiction section toward the back.
Thanks a lot for helping me find it. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you're looking for?
Actually, yes. I'm also interested in some classic literature. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely. Have you read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, or To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee?
I've heard of those but haven't read them. I'll check them out. Thanks for the suggestions.
My pleasure. Enjoy your reading, and if you need any more help, feel free to ask.
Will do. Thanks again for your assistance.
No problem at all. Happy reading.
How stunning is the weather today?
How stunning is the weather today?
Absolutely. It's a perfect day. The sun is shining and the sky is so clear.
I love these crisp, sunny days. It just lifts your spirits, doesn't it?
It really does. I woke up this morning, saw the sunshine, and instantly felt more alive.
I know what you mean. It's like a natural energy booster.
And the temperature is just right, not too hot or too cold. Ideal for a long walk or maybe a picnic.
That's a great idea. We should plan something for this weekend. Take full advantage of this beautiful weather.
Count me in. How about a hike in the nearby park followed by a picnic with our favorite snacks?
Perfect. Let's check the forecast to make sure it holds up, but I'm already excited about it.
Sounds like a plan. And if it rains, we can always have an indoor picnic and play board games.
True, rain or shine. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Agreed. Let's soak up every bit of this amazing weather while it lasts.
I have my hands full.
Hey, could you help me carry these boxes to the car? I have my hands full.
Of course, no problem. You seem to be packing quite a lot. Anything I should be careful with?
Just be a bit gentle with the one on top. It's fragile. Thanks for lending a hand.
Not a problem at all. Happy to help. Is this everything, or do you need another trip?
This should be the last of it. Just these boxes and the bag by the door.
Got it. And where are you taking all of this?
I'm donating most of it to the local shelter, and the rest is for recycling. Trying to declutter and do some good at the same time.
That's really thoughtful of you. Well, let's get this loaded up. Anything else you need before we head out?
Nope, I think that's it. Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have managed without you.
You're welcome. Always here to assist a friend in need. Let's get these boxes to your car.
See eye to agree with someone.
So we've been discussing this project for a while, and I think it's time we make a decision.
I agree. We need to move forward, but I'm not sure we see eye to eye on the best approach.
That's true. I've been thinking about it, and I believe the key is focusing on efficiency.
Efficiency is crucial, but I think we should prioritize creativity and innovation in this case.
I see where you're coming from, and I do appreciate the creative aspects, but I'm concerned about meeting our tight deadlines.
Deadlines are important, no doubt. However, if we don't deliver something unique, it won't matter when we finish.
I suppose that's a valid point. How about we find a way to strike a balance between efficiency and creativity?
That sounds like a reasonable compromise. We should make sure both aspects are well represented in the final plan.
Agreed. Let's work together to ensure we reach a solution where we both see eye to eye.
Perfect. I think we can achieve something great if we combine our strengths and ideas.
Absolutely. I appreciate your perspective, and I believe it will make our project stronger.
It's a matter of perspective.
I can't believe we're stuck in this traffic again. It's such a waste of time.
Well, it's all a matter of perspective. Think of it as a chance to catch up on your podcasts or just unwind.
I guess you're right. I should make the most of it. But it's frustrating.
Traffic can be frustrating, no doubt. But sometimes, a change in perspective can make it more bearable.
Speaking of perspective, I heard that they're building a new shopping center here. Some people are excited, while others think it's ruining the neighborhood.
It's true. Development projects like that often spark differing opinions. It's a matter of how you view progress and change in your community.
I suppose it depends on what you value most. I just hope it doesn't affect the local businesses negatively.
Change can be unsettling, but sometimes it revitalizes an area and benefits everyone in the long run.
I see your point. Thanks for the reminder that it's a matter of perspective. Let's hope for the best with the traffic and the neighborhood changes.
Absolutely. Keeping an open mind helps navigate life's ups and downs.
Go over review or examine something in detail.
Have you had a chance to go over the proposal for the client meeting tomorrow?
Not yet, but I plan to go over it later today. I've been tied up with other tasks.
It's crucial that we go over it thoroughly. This is a big presentation, and we need to impress the client.
I understand the importance. I'll make sure to go over every detail and ensure it's polished.
Great! And don't forget to go over the financial projections. They should be accurate and well supported.
I've already gone over them, but I'll double check to be absolutely sure.
That's the right approach. And please, if you find any errors or have concerns, don't hesitate to reach out.
Will do. I appreciate your guidance. We'll make sure we go over everything to deliver a top-notch presentation.
Excellent. Let's meet later to go over any final changes or adjustments.
Agreed. We'll go over it together to ensure it's the best it can be for the client meeting.
I have the upper hand.
So, how did the negotiation go with the new client?
It went really well. I have the upper hand, and they agreed to our terms.
That's fantastic news. How did you manage to secure such a favorable outcome?
I did my research thoroughly and understood their needs and limitations. I presented a strong case, demonstrating how our services align with their goals better than the competition.
That's brilliant. It's all about strategy and being prepared.
Absolutely. I also maintained a confident but flexible approach throughout the discussion, which gave me the upper hand.
Your negotiation skills have really paid off. It's essential in the business world.
Thanks. I've been working on improving them. The upper hand in a negotiation can be a game changer.
It can make a significant difference in the bottom line. I'm glad you got the deal in our favor.
Me too. It's a win-win for both parties. A successful negotiation should benefit everyone.
Well, keep up the good work. With your skills, you'll continue to have the upper hand in many more negotiations to come.
Thanks. I'll do my best to ensure that.
Bring up, raise or mention a topic in conversation.
Hey, have you had a chance to bring up the new project proposal in the team meeting yet?
Not yet. I was planning to bring it up in today's meeting. I think it's an excellent opportunity to discuss the project's potential.
That's a good idea. I know we need to bring up the budget constraints and potential challenges we might face. It's crucial to address those issues early on.
Absolutely. And I also want to bring up the timeline. We should discuss how quickly we can get this project off the ground.
Agreed. The timeline is a critical factor. Let's make sure we bring up all these points during the meeting so that everyone is on the same page.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make sure to bring up these topics and encourage input from the team to ensure a comprehensive discussion.
Great! Thanks for taking the lead on that. Let's aim for a productive and fruitful meeting today.
Guessing.
Guess what? I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Is it something related to that project you were working on?
Nope, it's not work-related at all.
Okay. Is it something to do with an event or celebration?
You're getting warmer. It does involve a special occasion.
Oh, I think I might have an idea now. Is it about my birthday that's coming up next week?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. I've been planning a little birthday party for you.
No way, really? I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm genuinely surprised.
I'm glad I managed to catch you off guard. I wanted to make your birthday special.
You definitely succeeded. I can't believe you went through all this trouble. Thanks so much, that means a lot.
It's my pleasure. I wanted to do something to show how much you mean to me.
Well, you've definitely succeeded. Now I'm curious about what you've got planned for the party.
That's a secret for now. But get ready for some fun and laughter.
I can't wait. Thanks again for the wonderful surprise. You're the best.
Just doing my best to make your day memorable. Get ready to celebrate.
I'm just popping out quickly.
Hey, I'm just popping out quickly.
Oh, okay. Where are you off to?
I need to run to the grocery store. We're out of milk and a few other essentials.
Sounds good. Do you need anything specific from there?
Not just the usual stuff. But if you think of anything while I'm out, just text me.
Will do. How long do you think you'll be gone?
Hopefully not too long, maybe 20 to 30 minutes max.
Perfect. I'll hold down the fort here. Don't forget your mask.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll be back before you know it.
All right, take care and drive safe.
I will. If you need anything, just call, okay?
Got it. See you in a bit.
It's a wild goose chase.
I've been searching for my missing keys all morning. It's turning into a wild goose chase.
Oh no, that sounds frustrating. Where's the last place you remember having them?
I think I had them in the kitchen, but now they seem to have vanished into thin air.
Have you checked the usual spots like the couch, the pockets of your pants, or the laundry?
Yes, I've turned the whole house upside down looking for them. It's starting to feel hopeless.
Sometimes, it's the places we least expect where we find lost items. Keep your eyes open.
You're right. I'll retrace my steps and look in some less obvious places. Maybe they ended up in the fridge somehow.
It can happen. Don't give up just yet. It's often a wild goose chase right before you stumble upon what you're looking for.
I appreciate your optimism. I'll keep looking and hope for a lucky break.
Good luck, and I hope you find your key soon. Remember, it's always the last place you look.
Haha, true. Thanks for the encouragement.
Come by, obtain or acquire something.
Hey, I heard you're into collecting vintage records. I found a record store that has some rare finds. You should come by sometime.
That's awesome. I'd love to come by and check it out. Are there any specific records you think I should be looking for?
Definitely. They have a limited edition Beatles album I think you'd like. You should come by this Saturday when they have a special sale.
Thanks for the tip. I'll come by on Saturday for sure. Do they have any other music memorabilia?
They also have some vintage posters and concert tickets. You should come by and see if there's anything you'd like to add to your collection.
Sounds like a treasure trove for collectors. I can't wait to come by and explore the store.
Great. We can come by together. I'm always up for discovering new records and vintage items.
That sounds like a plan. Let's come by the store on Saturday and see what hidden gems we can find.
It's a date then. We'll come by and spend the day searching for music and memorabilia.
I have to take the bull by the horns.
You know, I've been avoiding that difficult conversation with my boss for weeks now.
I understand it can be intimidating, but at some point, you have to take the bull by the horns.
I know, it's just that I'm afraid of the potential consequences.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you don't address the issue, it may only get worse.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I need to confront it head on.
That's the spirit. Prepare what you want to say. Be respectful and assertive.
I'll do my best. It's just so nerve-wracking.
It's okay to feel nervous, but you'll feel relieved once it's off your chest.
I hope so. I appreciate your support.
You're not alone in this. If you need advice or someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Thanks. I'll schedule that meeting and take the bull by the horns. It's time to face it.
That's the attitude. You've got this.
Go around, circulate or spread, often as a rumor or disease.
Have you heard about the recent rumor that's been going around the office?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
Well, it's about a possible reorganization in our department. Some people say there might be layoffs.
Really? That's the first I'm hearing of it. How did this rumor go around so quickly?
I think it started when a few employees overheard a conversation between a manager and someone from HR. You know how it tends to go around here.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast news can spread. But rumors aren't always reliable. Have you tried verifying it with someone more reliable?
Not yet, but I plan to ask our manager directly. It's just that I wanted to see if you had heard anything similar.
I appreciate you letting me know. I'll keep an ear out for any official announcements. Rumors can sometimes cause unnecessary stress.
Definitely. It's better to get accurate information before jumping to conclusions.
It's not the end of the world.
I can't believe I made that mistake at work. It feels like the end of the world.
Hey, it happens to all of us. I promise you, it's not the end of the world.
I know, but it's a major setback. I'm worried about what my boss will say.
I get it, but think of it as a learning opportunity. We all stumble sometimes, and it's how we recover that matters most.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to overthink it.
I totally understand. Take a deep breath, learn from the mistake, and do your best to make amends. It's not the end of the world. It's a chance to grow.
Thanks for the support. I needed some perspective.
Of course. We're here to help each other through the ups and downs. And remember, your job doesn't define your worth.
You're right. I'll tackle it head on and keep moving forward.
That's the spirit. You've got the resilience to bounce back. And it's definitely not the end of the world.
Thanks for being such a great friend. Your reassurance means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together.
How does pizza sound?
Hey, how does pizza sound for dinner tonight?
Oh, pizza sounds fantastic. I've been craving it all week. What toppings are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking we could go for a classic pepperoni and mushroom combo. Does that work for you?
Absolutely. You can never go wrong with pepperoni and mushrooms. Should we order from our usual place?
Yeah, that place makes the best pizza in town. I'll give them a call and place the order.
Great. And can we add some garlic knots to the order? I love those things.
Of course, garlic nuts are a must. How about a salad to balance it out a bit?
Sure, a Caesar salad would be perfect. Thanks for thinking of that.
No problem. Happy to keep it balanced. Okay, I'll make the call and it should be here in about 30 minutes.
Perfect. I can't wait. Pizza night is the best night.
It's all in the details.
You know, I was just looking at this painting, and I realized it's all in the details.
I completely agree. It's the little things that make it truly remarkable. What stood out to you?
Well, at first glance, it seemed like a simple landscape, but when you look closer, you see the intricate brushwork and the play of light on the leaves.
Yes, and those delicate shades of blue in the background create such a serene atmosphere. It's as if the artist painted a whole world within a small canvas.
Exactly. And it reminds me of that project we worked on last month. Remember how we had to pay attention to every little detail to get it right?
Oh, I sure do. It was a lot of work, but it paid off. The client loved the precision and quality. Just like this painting, success often lies in those details.
True. It's a good reminder that we should always strive for excellence, even when it seems like the big picture is all that matters.
Absolutely. Those details are the building blocks of greatness. This painting is a masterpiece because of the artist's dedication to those small elements.
Well said. Let's keep that in mind as we tackle our next project. It's all in the details.
Get by, manage to survive or cope with a situation.
How's everything going at work these days?
It's been tough. I'm barely getting by with all the extra projects and deadlines.
I can tell you've been working late every day. Are you sure you can get by with that much stress?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I need to get by financially, and this job pays the bills. But the workload is starting to get to me.
You might want to consider talking to your manager about it. They may not be aware of how much you're struggling to get by.
You're right. I should communicate the challenges I'm facing. I hope they can offer some solutions.
Sometimes, a little flexibility in your schedule can make it easier to get by without feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah, I hope they can understand and help me find a way to get by without sacrificing my well-being.
That's important. You need to get by both financially and emotionally. Don't hesitate to reach out for support.
Thanks for the advice. I'll have a talk with my manager soon and hopefully find a better way to get by.
What is your travel date?
Hi, I'm looking to book a flight. Can you help me with that?
Of course. I'd be happy to assist you. Could you please let me know your travel date?
I'm planning to travel on the 18th of July.
Great. And are you looking for a one-way ticket or a round trip?
I'll need a round-trip ticket, please.
All right, let me check the available flights for you. Do you have a preferred return date?
Ideally, I'd like to return on the 25th of July.
Perfect. Now, which airport will you be departing from and arriving at?
I'll be departing from London Heathrow Airport and arriving at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York.
Got it. Let me search for the best options for you. Are you flexible with the departure time, or do you have a specific preference?
I would prefer an early morning departure if possible.
I have a few flights matching your preferences. The prices range from $500 to $700 depending on the airline and specific flights. Are you looking for any specific airline?
No, I don't have a preference. Price and convenience are more important to me.
Understood. Based on your requirements, I recommend flight ABC departing on the 18th at 7 o'clock a.m. and returning on the 25th at 9 o'clock a.m. The total cost would be $550. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds perfect. Please go ahead and book it for me.
Sure. I'll need your personal details and payment information to proceed with the booking.
Cut off, remove or disconnect something.
Do you know if we can cut off the water supply to the garden hose? It's been leaking for days.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it. Let's go to the basement. We need to cut off the main valve.
Thanks, I appreciate it. The constant dripping is wasting so much water.
Here it is. You can cut off the water supply by turning this valve clockwise.
Great, I'll remember that. And if you don't mind, could you also show me how to cut off the gas supply to the fireplace? I'm planning some maintenance.
Of course. It's essential to know how to cut off gas lines. Follow me to the utility room. To cut off the gas, you need to turn this valve here clockwise as well. Remember to do this safely and only when necessary.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know how to cut off these utilities in case of emergencies or maintenance.
The straw that broke the camel's back, the final small thing that causes a situation to become unbearable.
How's everything going? You seem pretty stressed lately.
Yeah, it's been a tough few weeks. I can handle a heavy workload, but it's like every day brings more tasks.
I get it, but you're usually good at managing pressure. What changed?
Well, the straw that broke the camel's back was the unexpected project I got assigned today. I just can't keep up anymore.
It sounds like you're really overwhelmed. Have you talked to your supervisor about it?
I'm not sure if they'd understand. I've complained before, but it never made a difference.
It might be worth discussing with them again, and this time, highlight how this extra load is affecting your overall performance.
You're right, I can't let this continue. It's affecting my well-being and productivity.
Exactly. Sometimes, it takes reaching that breaking point to prompt a change.
I appreciate your support. I'll schedule a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow to address this issue.
Good for you. It's time to take control and not let the straw that broke the camel's back weigh you down any further.
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Good morning. You're here bright and early.
Yep, I've always believed in that saying. The early bird catches the worm. How about you?
I'm more of a night owl, but today I decided to give it a try. What's the plan for the day?
Well, I've got a lot on my plate at work, so I figured I'd get an early start to tackle everything. Plus, I found I'm more productive in the morning.
That's true. The office is so much quieter in the morning. It's easier to focus.
Exactly. And you get a head start on the day while others are still waking up.
It's just so tough for me to get up early, though. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
Hey, whatever works best for you. We all have our own rhythms. But there's something about a fresh, quiet morning that's really inspiring.
You're right. Maybe I should give it a shot more often. The early bird catches the worm after all.
It doesn't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work for you, at least you've experienced a different part of the day.
True. Thanks for the morning motivation. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes.
It's easier said than done.
You know, I've been telling myself I should start going to the gym regularly.
I hear you. It's a common goal, but sticking to it can be tough.
Absolutely. I mean, it's easier said than done.
I get it. Sometimes the idea of working out sounds great, but when it's time to get up and go, it's a different story.
And then there's the whole diet thing. It's a lot of work to eat healthy.
No doubt. It's so tempting to indulge in junk food, and meal prep can be a real hassle.
Plus, with my busy schedule, finding time for exercise is a real challenge.
Yeah, life can get in the way. But remember, it's about making small, sustainable changes.
You're right. I need to stop making excuses and start taking action.
And don't forget, you're not alone in this. There are people who can help and support you along the way.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll try my best, even though it's easier said than done.
I believe in you. Just take it one step at a time, and you'll make progress.
I have to keep my nose clean.
I heard you're on probation. How's it going?
It's been a challenge, but I'm doing my best to keep my nose clean.
I can only imagine. What's the hardest part?
Well, I have to avoid any trouble, follow all the rules, and stay out of situations that could get me in trouble.
It must feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells.
That's a good way to put it. One slip up, and I could be in serious trouble.
Are you getting the support you need?
I've got a great counselor, and I'm attending support groups. It's helping me stay on track.
That's good to hear. Remember, you're not alone in this.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It's been a wake-up call, but I'm determined to turn things around.
I believe in your ability to make a fresh start. You've got the strength to do it.
It means a lot to hear that from you. I'm taking it one day at a time and staying focused on the future.
That's the right approach. Just keep working on keeping your nose clean and rebuilding your life.
I will, and I'm grateful for your support along the way.
Would you mind helping me quickly?
Hey, do you have a moment? Would you mind helping me quickly?
Of course. What do you need help with?
I'm trying to move this heavy box to the other side of the room, and it's a two-person job.
No problem. I can lend a hand. Where is it?
It's right over there by the bookshelf. Thanks so much for helping out.
Not a problem at all. Teamwork makes it easier. Let's grab it together.
Perfect. That's exactly where I needed it. Thanks a bunch for your help.
You're welcome. Happy to assist. Is there anything else you need?
Actually, yes. If you could help me rearrange the furniture a bit, that would be fantastic.
Sure thing. Let's get this room sorted out.
Thanks a million for your help. The room looks so much better now.
Anytime. It was nice catching up while getting things done.
Definitely, and I owe you one. Thanks again.
No need to mention it. Glad I could help.
Drop off, deliver, or fall asleep.
Hey, did you ever get a chance to drop off those books at the library?
Yeah, I dropped them off yesterday. They were overdue, and I didn't want to incur any more late fees.
Thanks for doing that. I've been so busy lately, I didn't have time to swing by the library.
No problem at all. While I was there, I also dropped off the old magazines we had lying around.
That's great. I've been meaning to declutter, and it's good to know they'll be put to good use.
Speaking of decluttering, I've decided to drop off some old clothes at the donation center this weekend.
That's a thoughtful idea. I have a bunch of clothes I've outgrown, and I should drop off some too.
It's always nice to clear out the closet and help others at the same time.
You're right. Let's make a plan to drop off our donations together. It'll be more fun that way.
Like a fish out of water, feeling uncomfortable or out of place in a particular situation.
How was your first day at the new job?
Oh, it was like a fish out of water, to be honest. Everything is so different from my old company.
Change can be tough, especially in a new environment. What specifically made you feel that way?
Well, the office layout, the software they use, and the company culture are also unfamiliar. I felt completely lost.
It's normal to feel that way initially. Remember, it takes time to adapt to a new workplace. Soon, you'll find your rhythm.
I hope so. I was so used to my old routine, and now I have to relearn everything.
Just take it one step at a time. Ask questions, seek help from colleagues, and don't be too hard on yourself. You'll become like a fish in the water sooner than you think.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll give it my best shot and hope to adapt quickly.
That's the spirit. Remember, everyone was a newcomer once, and it gets better with time. You'll find your place in the new pond.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I heard you're considering that new job in the disaster relief field. I hear it's intense.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. The work is incredibly challenging, and the conditions can be harsh.
What motivates you to pursue a career like that?
It's the desire to make a difference and help those in need. I've always felt a strong calling for this kind of work.
I admire your dedication, but doesn't it take an emotional toll?
It can be emotionally draining, no doubt. But the sense of purpose and the knowledge that I'm providing aid to people in crisis keeps me going.
You must encounter some harrowing situations. How do you cope?
Support from my team and coping mechanisms are crucial. We're like a family out there, and we lean on each other.
Well, I have to say, your strength and resilience are truly inspiring.
Thank you, but it's not just me. Many people do this kind of work, and they're the unsung heroes. It's all about making the world a little better, one step at a time.
I have a lot of respect for what you do. It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
I appreciate your kind words. It's a challenging path, but it's worth it when you see the positive impact it has on people's lives.
Barking up the wrong tree, to pursue the wrong course of action or ask the wrong person.
I heard you've been investigating the wrong person in the case.
What? Who told you that?
It doesn't matter. They claim you're barking up the wrong tree.
I don't think so. I've got solid evidence pointing in this direction.
Are you sure about that? They seem pretty confident you're off track.
Well, they're wrong. I've spent a lot of time on this, lad.
You might want to reconsider your approach. Sometimes, it's hard to admit when you're barking up the wrong tree.
I appreciate your concern, but I trust my instincts on this one.
I get it, but remember, it's essential to stay open to new information. You don't want to waste time on a dead end.
I'll think about it, but I'm not ready to give up on this lead just yet.
Fair enough. Just don't ignore the possibility that you might be barking up the wrong tree. It happens to the best of us.
Poor listening skills.
I can't help but feel jealous whenever I see you talking to other men, Lisa. It's like a knot in my stomach that won't go away.
Jealousy? Seriously, Mark! You know, I'm committed to our marriage. Just because I have conversations with other men doesn't mean I'm interested in them.
I understand that, but it's hard for me not to feel insecure. I love you so much, and the thought of losing you terrifies me.
Mark, you're the only one I want to be with. I've never given you any reason to doubt my love or faithfulness. Jealousy only creates unnecessary tension between us.
I know I should trust you, but it's a struggle. Maybe we could find ways to reassure each other. Open communication and spending quality time together might help ease my fears.
That's a good idea, Mark. Let's work on strengthening our bond. We can be more mindful of each other's feelings and find ways to address any insecurities. Together, we can overcome this jealousy and build a stronger, more trusting relationship.
It's all water under the bridge.
Hey, I wanted to talk about what happened last week.
Oh, that? It's all water under the bridge.
Really? I thought you were pretty upset about it.
Well, I was at the time, but I've had some time to think about it, and it's not worth dwelling on.
I appreciate that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know, and I appreciate you saying that. But let's not rehash it. We're good.
Thanks for being so understanding. I was worried it might affect our friendship.
Nah, we've been through too much together. One little hiccup won't change that.
I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you want to do this weekend?
Let's not worry about the past. How about we plan for the future and have a fun weekend together?
Sounds like a plan. It's all water under the bridge.
That's the spirit. Let's make some new memories.
I have my work cut out for me.
How's your new job going?
It's good, but I have my work cut out for me, that's for sure.
What's making it so challenging?
Well, the project they assigned me is pretty complex. It involves a lot of data analysis and creating new strategies. Plus, the deadline is tight.
That does sound like a lot to handle. How are you managing it?
I've been putting in extra hours and breaking it down into smaller tasks. I've also been seeking guidance from some colleagues who've been through similar projects.
That's a smart approach. It sounds like you're determined to get the job done.
Absolutely. I know it won't be easy, but I'm up for the challenge. It's an opportunity to prove myself in this new role.
Well, you've always been resourceful and hardworking. I have no doubt you'll succeed.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing through. I have my work cut out for me, but I'll get there.
I believe in you. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. We're in this together.
That means a lot. Thanks, friend.
It's a fine line.
It's a fine line between being cautious and missing out on opportunities.
I completely understand what you mean. Balancing risk and reward can be tricky.
I've always been a bit risk-averse, but lately, I feel like I might be holding back too much.
Well, it's important to assess the situation. Some risks are worth taking if the potential payoff is substantial.
I've been offered this new job opportunity that could be a game changer, but it means leaving the job I'm comfortable in.
That's a tough decision. You have to weigh the stability of your current job against the potential for growth and happiness in the new one.
Yeah, it's a fine line between staying in my comfort zone and venturing into the unknown. What would you do?
I'd say it depends on your personal goals and how confident you are in your abilities to adapt. Sometimes stepping out of your comfort zone is the only way to achieve something extraordinary.
You're right. I think I need to take that leap of faith. It might just be the change I've been looking for.
I'm here to support you no matter what you decide. It's all about finding that balance.
Come apart, disintegrate or fall apart.
Did you try fixing the old chair in the living room?
Yeah, I gave it a shot, but it seems like it's just going to come apart. The wood is in bad shape.
Maybe it's time to get a new one. We don't want it to come apart while someone is sitting on it.
True. I'll look into buying a replacement. The chair has served us well, but it's starting to come apart at the seams.
It happens. Things age, and eventually, they come apart. Speaking of which, have you checked the washing machine? I heard some strange noises earlier.
I did. Unfortunately, it looks like it's about to come apart. The repairman said it might be more cost-effective to get a new one.
That's not ideal, but if it's going to come apart soon, it's better to invest in a new one. Let's go shopping for a washing machine this weekend.
Agreed. We can't have essential appliances coming apart on us unexpectedly. I'll start researching options before we go shopping.
Giving opinions.
Have you seen the new superhero movie that just came out? I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah, I watched it over the weekend. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good, but it had a few flaws.
Oh, really? What kind of flaws are we talking about?
Well, the action scenes were amazing and the special effects were top-notch. But the plot felt a bit predictable, like I could see where it was going.
I see. So, would you still recommend watching it?
Definitely. If you're a fan of superhero movies, and you're looking for some great visuals, it's worth a watch. Just don't expect a groundbreaking story.
That makes sense. I appreciate your honest opinion. Sometimes, I'm in the mood for mindless action, but other times, I want a more engaging plot.
I totally get that. And if you're into mindless action, this movie delivers on that front. It's just that the story doesn't quite match up to the spectacle.
Thanks for giving me the lowdown. I think I'll check it out when I'm in the mood for some action-packed entertainment.
No problem. Just manage your expectations, and you'll probably enjoy it for what it is.
Will do. Thanks again for sharing your thoughts on it. It helps me decide whether to go see it or not.
Anytime. I'm always here to give you my 2 cents. Enjoy the movie if you end up watching it.
Check out, examine or investigate something.
Hey, have you had a chance to check out the new software our department installed on our computers?
Not yet, I've been swamped with other tasks. Why do we need to check it out?
Well, there have been some reports of bugs and glitches, so I think it's essential to check it out and see if it's affecting our workflow.
I see. I'll make time to check it out tomorrow and report any issues to it.
Thanks, that would be great. It's crucial that we check out these problems and address them promptly to avoid any productivity setbacks.
Agreed. I'll also check out the user guide to understand the software better, in case that's contributing to the issues.
Excellent idea. The more we can check out and learn about this software, the smoother our work processes will be.
Absolutely. I'll make it a priority to check out the software tomorrow and keep you updated on my findings.
Thanks for being proactive about it. Let's hope checking it out leads to a quick resolution.
Meeting an old friend.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not. Please go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Do you remember me?
Oh my goodness, it's you. How could I forget? We were good friends in college. It's been years?
Yes, it's incredible how time flies. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you boarding the plane.
Likewise. What are the odds of us being on the same flight? How have you been?
Life has had its ups and downs, but overall, I can't complain. How about you? What have you been up to?
Well, after college, I pursued my passion for photography and now work as a freelance photographer. It's been a fulfilling journey.
That's amazing. I always knew you had a talent for capturing moments. I ended up working in marketing, and it's been quite an adventure.
It's great to catch up. We should definitely make plans to meet up properly and reminisce about old times.
Absolutely. Let's exchange contact information before we part ways. It would be wonderful to reconnect.
Definitely. Here's my phone number and email. Stay in touch and let's make those plans soon.
I will, and I look forward to it. Safe travels, and it was so good seeing you again.
Thank you, and same to you. Take care, and let's reconnect soon.
Biting the hand that feeds you, harming or being ungrateful to the person who helps or supports you.
I heard you're having issues with your job again. What's going on?
It's frustrating. My boss keeps piling on more work without a raise or recognition.
That's tough. But aren't they usually pretty supportive?
Yeah, they used to be. It feels like I'm biting the hand that feeds me by complaining, but I can't keep up like this.
It's not wrong to expect fair compensation for your hard work. You're not biting the hand that feeds you. You're advocating for your worth.
I just worry about job security if I push back too much.
I understand your concern, but sometimes standing up for yourself is the only way to see change. Maybe it's time for a candid conversation with your boss.
You're right. It's just hard to find the right words without sounding ungrateful.
Try framing it as a discussion about your career growth and value to the company. That way, it won't come across as biting the hand that feeds you, but rather a constructive dialogue.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the advice. It's time to address this before I become too resentful.
You got this. Don't feel guilty for advocating for yourself. It's a healthy part of your professional journey.
I have to get a grip.
I've been so overwhelmed lately. I feel like I have to get a grip.
I can see you're going through a tough time. What's been bothering you?
It's work, family, everything. I'm juggling so much, and it's starting to slip through my fingers.
It happens to the best of us. Maybe it's time to take a step back and prioritize.
You're right. I've been spread too thin. I need to refocus on what really matters.
That's a good place to start. Sometimes, regaining control is about simplifying and focusing on what's essential.
I've also been neglecting my own well-being. I need to take better care of myself.
Self-care is crucial. You can't pour from an empty cup. Remember to prioritize your mental and physical health.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through challenging times. It's essential to reach out for help and regain control when things feel chaotic.
I'll take your advice to heart. I need to get a grip on my life and start making positive changes.
You've got this, and you don't have to do it alone. We're here for you.
Call on, visit someone, often as part of an official or formal duty.
The client is in town next week. I think we should call on them to discuss the upcoming partnership.
Good idea. Should I schedule a meeting at our office, or do you think it's better to call on them at their headquarters?
I believe it would make a positive impression if we call on them at their headquarters. It shows our commitment to the partnership.
Agreed. I'll reach out to their team to set up a time. Anything specific you want to cover during the visit?
Let's call on them to go over the details of the proposed collaboration, address any concerns they might have, and reaffirm our commitment to delivering quality service.
Sounds like a plan. I'll ensure everything is in order before we call on them. What about the presentation materials?
Bring along the updated proposal and any relevant documents. It will help when we call on them to visualize the value we bring to the table.
Got it. I'll make sure to prepare a comprehensive package for our visit. Looking forward to calling on the client and solidifying this partnership.
Silver lining, finding something positive in a difficult situation.
Hey, I heard about your recent job loss. How are you holding up?
It's been tough, no doubt. But there's always a silver lining to these situations.
Really? What's your silver lining in this?
Well, it's given me the chance to reevaluate my career path. I've been thinking about pursuing something I'm truly passionate about, even if it means starting from scratch.
That's a positive way to look at it. Any specific plans?
I'm considering going back to school for that graphic design program I've always been interested in. I figure it's now or never.
That sounds exciting. What about the financial aspect?
That's where the challenge is. I'll need to tighten my budget and explore scholarships and part-time work options, but I'm willing to make sacrifices for my passion.
I admire your determination. Sometimes adversity can be the catalyst for positive change.
Absolutely. I'm determined to find that silver lining, even in the darkest clouds.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't risk everything on a single plan or investment.
I've been thinking about my investments lately. I've got a substantial amount in one stock, and it's been performing well.
Well, that's good to hear, but remember the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversifying your investments can be a smart move.
I've heard that before, but I'm worried about missing out on the potential gains if I spread my investments too thin.
I understand your concern, but putting everything in one place is risky. What if that stock takes a nosedive? You could lose a lot. Diversification helps spread the risk.
I suppose you're right. So, how do I go about diversifying?
You can consider investing in different sectors, like tech, healthcare, or real estate, and perhaps some bonds or mutual funds. It helps reduce the overall risk. And even if one investment doesn't perform well, the others might balance it out.
That makes sense. I'll do some research and consider reevaluating my portfolio. Thanks for the advice. I guess I shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket.
You're welcome. It's a wise strategy to protect your investments for the long run.
What do you feel like doing?
Ice in my veins. I've been driving this train, years in this lane. There's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like.
Hey, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. What do you feel like doing?
I'm up for anything. How about a hike? It's been a while since we hit the trails.
That sounds refreshing. We could go to that nature reserve we talked about last time. Remember the one with the stunning views?
Oh yeah, that place was incredible. Count me in. Should we pack a picnic too?
Absolutely. I'll make some sandwiches, and we can grab some fresh fruit. It'll be a nice break during the hike.
Perfect. And maybe we can find a quiet spot by a stream to enjoy our picnic.
Sounds idyllic. What time should we head out?
How about we start around 10 a.m.? That way, we can beat the midday heat and have plenty of time to explore.
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring my camera too. The scenery there is too beautiful not to capture.
Excellent idea. Let's make it a day filled with adventure and memories.
Agreed. I can't wait for our nature escape.
I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend.
Get across, successfully communicate an idea or message.
I've been struggling to get my point across in the team meetings lately.
What's been happening? Why can't you get your ideas across?
It's just that there are so many interruptions, and I find it hard to get across my main points before someone else starts talking.
I can relate to that. Maybe you should try to use visual aids or examples to help get your message across more effectively.
That's a good idea. Sometimes, it's easier to get a complex idea across when there's a visual element to support it.
Also, consider summarizing your main points at the beginning and end of your presentations. It can help reinforce what you're trying to get across.
True, a clear structure might make it easier for me to get my message across.
And don't be afraid to ask for a moment of undivided attention. Sometimes, it's necessary to ensure you can get your point across without interruptions.
You're right. I'll try these techniques in the next meeting and hopefully get my ideas across more effectively. Thanks for the advice.
I have to cut to the chase.
Look, I appreciate your explanations, but we're short on time. I have to cut to the chase.
I understand. What's on your mind?
We've been discussing this project for weeks, but I need a clear answer. Are we going to proceed or not?
I see where you're coming from. I've reviewed everything, and I think it's a viable project. The benefits far outweigh the risks.
That's what I needed to know. Now, about the budget. Can we do it within the allocated funds?
It will be a stretch, but with some adjustments, I believe we can manage the costs.
Good. One more thing, who's going to lead this project?
I've been in talks with Sarah, and she's the best fit for the job. She's experienced and has a great track record.
All right, that covers the key points. Let's move forward, and I'll sign off on it.
Great, I'll get everything set up. Thanks for cutting to the chase.
No problem. Sometimes we need to be direct to make progress.
Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hey there, how's your day going? Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hi. My day's been a bit hectic, but a coffee break sounds like just what I need. Sure, let's do it.
Awesome. There's a new cafe that just opened up around the corner. Have you been there before?
No, I haven't. I'm always up for trying a new place. What's it called?
It's called Mellow Brews. They have a great selection of coffee and some delicious pastries.
Sounds perfect. What time were you thinking?
How about 3 o'clock p.m.? That should give us a good break without rushing.
3 o'clock p.m. works for me. I'll wrap up this report I'm working on and meet you there.
Great. I'll see you at Mellow Brews at 3 o'clock. Looking forward to catching up.
Likewise. It's been too long since we had a chance to chat.
See you soon, then. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. See you at 3 o'clock p.m.
Do over, redo or repeat a task.
Ugh, I can't believe I made so many mistakes on this report. I need to do it over.
Don't worry, we all make errors. Just take a deep breath and start fresh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do over the sections that need corrections and make it perfect this time.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, doing it over makes the final result even better.
Okay, I'm done with the revisions. The report is much improved after doing it over.
I'm glad to hear that. Your dedication to doing it over paid off.
Thanks for your support and encouragement. I needed that motivation to do it over and not get discouraged.
Of course, we all have moments where we need to do something over, and it's all part of the learning process.
You're right, and I've learned a lot from this experience. I'll be more careful next time.
That's the spirit. Just remember, it's okay to do something over if it leads to improvement and growth.
Absolutely. I won't shy away from doing it over when necessary. Thanks for your understanding.
It's not a laughing matter.
Did you hear what happened to Mark? He lost his job and his car broke down on the same day.
That's terrible. I feel sorry for him, but I have to say, it's quite an unfortunate coincidence.
I know, but the way he tells it, it's almost comical. He was laughing about it.
Well, maybe he's using humor to cope with the stress.
I guess so, but it's not a laughing matter.
True, those are serious problems. Losing a job and having car trouble can be really challenging.
Exactly. I mean, I admire his ability to find humor in tough situations, but it's not something to take lightly.
People have different ways of handling adversity. Some use humor as a defense mechanism.
You're right. I should be more understanding.
It's okay to acknowledge that it's a difficult situation, even if he's trying to see the lighter side of it.
I'll check in on him and offer support. Maybe he needs that more than anything right now.
That's a great idea. He'll appreciate your concern during these tough times.
Count on, depend on, or rely on someone.
Hey, I have a flat tire, and I'm stuck on the side of the road. Can I count on you for help?
Absolutely, you can count on me. I'll grab my toolbox and head over to change the tire.
Thanks so much. I knew I could count on you in a pinch.
No problem at all. That's what friends are for, to count on each other when things go wrong.
I really appreciate you coming to help. I couldn't count on anyone else to be here so quickly.
Not a problem. I'm always here to help when you need it. You can count on me anytime.
You're a lifesaver. I can always count on your support when I'm in a tough spot.
That's what friends are for. Don't hesitate to count on me whenever you're in need.
Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have counted on anyone else to save the day like you did.
Anytime, my friend. You can always count on me. Safe travels.
Go overboard, do something excessively or extravagantly.
I saw the decorations you ordered for the office party. Do you think you might have gone a bit overboard?
Really? You think so? I just wanted to create a festive atmosphere.
Well, it looks great, but I'm worried we might be spending too much on this event. Did you check the budget?
I did, but I may have gone overboard with the decorations. I got carried away with the theme.
It's important to stay within budget. We don't want to overspend on things that aren't necessary.
You're right. I got a bit carried away with the whole planning process. I'll review the expenses and see if we can cut back on some things.
That sounds like a good idea. We want the party to be enjoyable, but it's crucial to be mindful of our financial constraints.
I appreciate your concern. I'll go over the budget again and make sure we're not going to overboard. We want to have a great party without breaking the bank.
Exactly. Let's make sure it's a memorable event without compromising our financial responsibility.
Teaching children.
Sarah, I've been thinking about how we're teaching our children. Lately, I feel like we're not on the same page when it comes to discipline and values.
What do you mean, John? I thought we were aligned in our approach to parenting.
It's just that I've noticed inconsistencies in how we handle certain situations. Sometimes I feel like you're too lenient, and other times, I think I come off as too strict. It's confusing for the kids.
I understand your concerns, John. Parenting is a learning process, and we might not always get it right. But I believe in finding a balance between discipline and understanding.
I agree, but we need to establish some consistency in our approach. It's important for our children to have clear boundaries and understand the values we want to instill in them.
You're right. Let's sit down and have an open discussion about our parenting styles. We can share our perspectives, listen to each other's concerns, and find a middle ground that works for our family.
That sounds like a good plan, Sarah. Our unity and cooperation in teaching our children will help them grow into responsible and respectful individuals. Together, we can create a nurturing environment that fosters their development.
I have no words.
I just heard the news, and I have no words.
I know, it's a shock. Sometimes life throws us the unexpected.
It's just so hard to comprehend. I never saw it coming.
Sometimes, things happen that we can't prepare for. All we can do is support each other through it.
I wish there was something I could say or do to make it better.
Just being here and listening means a lot. You don't always need words to show your support.
I just can't believe it, you know.
I understand. Sometimes events are beyond our understanding, and that's okay. It's okay to feel at a loss for words.
Thanks for being here and understanding. It means more than you know.
Anytime, my friend. In moments like these, sometimes silent support is the most comforting.
You're right. I have no words, but I have a lot of gratitude for your presence.
We'll get through this together. You're not alone.
Pull someone's leg, tease or joke with someone.
Hey, did you hear about the new office policy they're rolling out next week?
No, what's the scoop?
Well, it's a real doozy. They're introducing a mandatory, casual Fridays dress code for the entire week. Can you believe it?
Seriously? That's wild. I mean, I don't mind dressing casually, but the entire week? They're really pulling our leg with this one.
I thought the same thing. I was worried they'd make us wear pajamas every day. But then I realized it's just an April Fool's joke, and they announced it a bit early.
Haha, that's a good one. They sure got us with that. I was starting to wonder if I should invest in a new wardrobe.
Yeah, they had me going for a minute there too. But seriously, it's just one day a week, right?
Oh, absolutely. But don't be surprised if you see me in my best PJs on those Fridays.
Haha, sounds like a plan. We can all use a little extra comfort at work.
Come in, enter a room or building.
come in.
Hi, I'm here for the meeting.
Welcome. Please come in and take a seat.
Thank you. Is this the right conference room?
Yes, you've come in the right place. Our team usually meets here for discussions.
Great. I was a bit worried I might not find it. Is everyone here already?
No, not yet. You're one of the first to come in. We're still waiting for a few more attendees.
All right, I'll grab a seat and wait for the others to come in.
Sounds good. Feel free to come in and make yourself comfortable. Would you like some water or coffee while we wait?
Yes, a glass of water would be nice. Thanks.
I have to face the music.
I've been procrastinating for days, but I can't avoid it any longer. I have to face the music.
What's been going on? You seem pretty stressed.
I've got this huge presentation due tomorrow, and I haven't even started. I'm in deep trouble.
Yikes, that's a tough spot to be in. How come you left it so late?
I know, it was a mix of work piling up and me putting it off. I just kept hoping I'd have more time.
Well, there's no use dwelling on it. Time to buckle down and prepare as best as you can.
You're right, I'll have to pull an all-nighter if needed.
I can help you with some research or proofreading if that would ease the load.
Thanks, I appreciate the offer. Let's get to it, and I'll face the music head-on.
That's the spirit. You've got this. Remember, it's not the end of the world, just a tough lesson in time management.
Yeah, but I won't be making this mistake again. Thanks for your support.
It's not a big deal.
I can't believe I forgot to pick up the cake for the party. What a disaster.
Relax, it's not a big deal. We can figure something out.
But it's the centerpiece of the party, and everyone's expecting it.
It's just a cake. We can run to the bakery and get one or order something else.
I know, but I wanted everything to be perfect.
I understand, but sometimes things don't go as planned. It doesn't mean the whole event will be ruined.
I guess you're right. I'm just stressing out for nothing.
Exactly. We'll find a solution, and in the end, no one will even remember the cake mishap.
You're right. Thanks for keeping me grounded.
That's what friends are for. Remember, it's not a big deal, and we'll make sure the party is great.
Thanks for being so understanding. Let's go get that cake.
Great. I knew you'd see it's not the end of the world.
Hold on to, keep or retain possession of something.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made life.
I heard you're thinking of selling your antique furniture. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm considering it. I need to downsize a bit. Why?
Well, if you're looking to declutter, have you thought about storing the furniture instead? It has sentimental value, and you might want to hold on to it.
I've thought about it, but storage can be expensive. I'm not sure if it's worth it.
True, but those pieces are replaceable. Once they're gone, you can't get them back. Maybe it's worth finding a more affordable storage option.
You make a good point. I guess I'm just hesitant about holding on to things I might not use.
That's understandable, but those pieces are part of your family history. It might be worth it to hold on to them for future generations.
Yeah, you're right. I'll look into more affordable storage options and see if I can find a way to hold on to the furniture.
I think you'll be glad you did. Sometimes it's worth the effort to hold on to things that have sentimental value.
Yeah, move fast and climb a new class divine. Yeah, true passion shines and I'm through passing time.
I have to think on my feet.
Hey, I heard the meeting got moved up to today. Are you prepared?
Not at all. It was supposed to be next week. I've got to think on my feet.
Yikes. What's your plan?
I'll review the key points and make some quick notes. I'll have to wing it.
Well, you've always been great at improvising.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'd rather have more time to prepare.
I can imagine. But sometimes, thinking on your feet leads to the best solutions.
True. It's an opportunity to showcase adaptability.
And your experience can help. You've got a solid foundation to build on.
I appreciate the support. Let's hope it goes well.
Just stay composed, stay focused, and trust your instincts.
I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for the pep talk.
You've got this. Remember, thinking on your feet can be a strength, not a weakness.
You're right. I'll make it work.
It's back to square one.
I can't believe it. Our project hit a major roadblock.
What happened? I thought we were making good progress.
We were, but now it's back to square one. We discovered a critical flaw that needs fixing.
That's frustrating. How are we going to deal with this setback?
We'll need to reevaluate our approach, redesign some parts, and retest everything. It's going to take a lot of time and effort.
It's disheartening, but at least we caught the issue before it became a bigger problem down the road.
True, it's better to address it now. It's just frustrating to see all our hard work unravel.
Don't forget that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and improve. We'll come out of this with a stronger, more robust project.
I know, it's just a tough pill to swallow. But you're right, we can't dwell on it. We have work to do.
Let's roll up our sleeves and get back to work. We've done it before, and we can do it again, even if it feels like we're starting over.
Thanks for the encouragement. Let's make this setback a stepping stone to success.
And that's it for today's English lesson. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more English language learning videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and we'll do our best to respond. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future English lessons. And if you want to take your English learning to the next level, check out our channel more often. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you in the next English lesson.